Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to this beginner's guide into the world of Dash 3D. In this tutorial we'll be creating this scene here and we will be learning the basics in Dash Studio. Part 1 will cover the user interface, so where everything is in Dash Studio, how to add a figure and an environment, how to morph a figure, how to change the pose of a figure, and how to move a figure around in the scene. So let's get started. So when we load up Dash Studio we are greeted with this welcome screen. We can just click on OK and we don't need that. And then you're probably looking around thinking, where do I begin? So you've got all these tabs here, all these tools here. What do they all mean? How do I create my scene? So over here we've got what is called the viewport, which is where the main area where all your characters, your props and your backgrounds will be placed when you put them. Now I think the best way to show you is to actually add a figure and kind of get started. So what we'll do is we'll go to the smart content and make sure products is selected. You've got products and you've got files. So with the files you've got all the different files associated with this, with all the categories here. And then with products is they're basically filtered down, so you've got all the products associated with all these categories. So for us to add a character we need to go to figures, and here you can see all the different figures I've got, all the different characters. So we can ignore these for now because the version of Dash Studio that you have do not have all these characters. And the one we're looking for is Genesis 8 Starter Essentials. Double click that, and then what you get is all these items that are associated with Genesis 8 Starter Essentials are in here. So if you click on figures again, you can see you've got Genesis 8 Basic Female and Genesis 8 Basic Male. Now a quick point about Genesis 8 is they are the best high quality characters, figures that Dash Studio have at the moment. Their skin is realistic skin and the textures are very good. So whenever you're creating any scenes you should always use Genesis 8 characters, they're the best at the moment. And what we're going to do now is add a basic female character, so we're going to double click this and Dash Studio will go ahead and load this.
Moo.
Go. Now what
What's
happens
good,
is every
essay?
time you import a character or load a character they will always have no clothes on. Don't ask me why, that's just the way it is. And they're always in this what is called the zero pose. So this is like the basic default zero pose for any character you
How's it
create
going, dude? Tell me
using
some good
whether
news,
it's
yeah?
male, female, cat, dog. Actually, don't show that cat. Well, even maybe dragons have their basic, animals have their basic T pose, basic poses. So what we'll do now is we'll add some clothes. So if you click here, wardrobe, all the clothes are. So these are all the clothes associated with this character. So what we'll do is we'll use this basic wear 01, double click the clothes. Now the clothes will automatically fit the character. You don't need to do anything to make the clothes fit, which is great. And we'll give our figure some hair. So if you click on hair, and we'll choose double click the Toulouse hair. Great. Okay, so we've got our character in our viewport or in our
Okay, got it. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that would give me that look, right? Right. I get why that works. Okay. Okay. Let that finish. Go back to this.
Scene. And so how do we navigate around that scene? How do we navigate in the viewport? So over here you've got like the orbit tool. If you keep your left mouse button pressed down and then move your mouse, you can see that you're moving your character around and we're orbiting around the scene.
Hmm.
So what click on here and we'll choose double click the Toulouse here. Great. Okay, so we've got our character in our viewport or in our scene. And so how do we navigate around that scene? How do we navigate in the viewport? So over here you've got like the orbit tool. If
Man,
you
these
keep your
fucking
left mouse
bots, though.
button pressed down and then move your mouse, you can see that
Oh,
you're
okay,
moving your
that's what he
character
said. That's what he
around and
said.
we're orbiting around the scene. So we're actually moving our character around, we're not actually moving the camera per se. And then here you've got the
I'm gonna
orbit
do some
tool here.
more leveling
So
my craft
this
on too,
has
yeah. It's gonna be a
some editing
long,
tools you
hopefully
can
a
use
long
over here.
stream.
That's it, but this does the same thing just to show you. Keep my left mouse button pressed and I'm moving my character around the scene.
I
The
get
next
new
one
headphones
is
tomorrow,
the pan
so
tool. So
it'd be really nice if them shits don't turn off like the like you know what I'm saying, that like the problem I be having with these headphones, and I be talking to y'all and the motherfucker be there and shit. So we'll really, I mean, I can't tell until I get them shits. But I know they last 48 hours, and these shits seem to only last like 5 or 6. Cause I know when I be doing long streams, these shits be dying in the middle of the stream and shit, yo. And they be like, oh shit. I hear the doot 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 doot, and that means oh shit. You need to plug something in or start typing the motherfuckers. So,
keep your left mouse button pressed. If I move to the right, my character moves to the right. If I move my mouse to the left, character moves to
oh
the
my
left.
god, this is so
And if I move my mouse up, my
powerful, yo.
character move up. And if I move down, character move down. The next tool is the zoom in tool. So if I keep my left mouse button pressed and move my mouse up, it will move my character move further away. If I move my mouse down, my character will move towards the screen, get bigger.
Mhm.
You can do the same thing with your mouse wheel. So if I just put my mouse in the actual viewport and then roll my mouse up, my character will move further away. And if I roll my mouse down, my mouse wheel down, it will move closer to the screen.
48.
And the next tool after that is the framing tool. So as you can see these kind of like lines, and these are like framing lines. When I click that, the scene will automatically frame in on my character. So like so. And the next thing is this one here is the reset button. So imagine if you got lost in your scene. Very quickly. So I got lost in my scene. I don't know where I am, etc. If I press this tool here, click on this tool, it will automatically take me back to the default kind of default camera view basically, and you can find your character.
Cool. Okay.
Right. The next thing we'll do is we'll look at different views. So we
Ah,
got
got
perspective
it.
view here. So this view is just basically we're allowed to move freely around in the scene.
Mhm.
That's what perspective view is.
Yeah, I know what the perspective is. Got it.
And then
Got
you've
it.
got other views. So we got front view, which is literally just the front view. We can't in these views, the front view,
Right, we
the
can't
left view, the
rotate.
right view, the back view, the top view, and the bottom view, we can't use the orbit tool. It doesn't work. We can pan, we can zoom in,
How do
zoom
you?
out,
Okay, pan.
and we
Right.
can frame.
Zoom in and out.
That's all we can do with that. So you would probably use these views.
Let me see something. Pause
Yes.
that. Oh, exactly. I don't have to do that. I can just use left view. Oh well, go have sex with your mother. Huh. The thing about left view is it's straight left. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives you no. But you know what? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait a minute. If you go to left view, right? And how do we grab the whole body then? I don't fucking know. Hmm. Not exactly, huh? Nope. Do do. Hold up, B. Did I had to miss that shit? Yeah, right. Now let's go back to this.
View, right view, top view, bottom view. If you wanted to check something in particular, but I generally don't use those views. I just generally use the perspective view, and then obviously when you create a camera, which we'll do later on in this tutorial, we'll just use
Oh,
those really.
we can create
Okay, so
cameras,
next one is the different drawing styles. So these are different drawing styles. We are currently in texture shaded mode.
right?
So these are different drawing styles. I'll go through them very quickly. So we've got wire bounding box,
Uh huh. Which is
not particularly helpful maybe there. Got solid bounding box, probably not particularly helpful as well. Got wireframe, got light with the lit wireframe. So with the lit wireframe, you can see where the actual light is affecting character.
right.
Wire shaded, smooth shaded, wire texture shaded, cartoon shaded. That's for the and then main one here, NVIDIA Array. So when we click NVIDIA Array, what happens is Dash Studio will start to create a preview of what your image will look like if you press the render button when you're going to render your actual scene, create your scene.
Mhm.
It will show you like a preview. This
Right.
shouldn't take too long, hopefully. There we go. So
Okay.
obviously, if you, the more characters you have, the more props you have, the more kind of background lights, etc. you have, it takes longer to create this preview. As we only just have one figure, it hasn't taken that long to really create that figure, create the preview. Sorry. There's our preview, as you can see. We can zoom in.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Right. So the main ones I use, the main draw styles that I use are texture shaded and the NVIDIA Array. You can
Oh,
use
well,
other
that's what was wrong.
draw
Somebody else wanted
styles.
that.
For example, if you've got loads of props in your scene, lots of characters, etc., it does get very slow, even with the texture shaded, to kind of orbit and move around the scene. So
Right.
sometimes you would possibly use one of these other ones, other draw styles, just to navigate around the scene a lot quicker.
Mhm. Okay.
And the last one here up here is viewport
Is
options menu.
Okay, I
So
got
we've
that. I
got,
got that. I know how to use those.
so these are kind of like the default ones. So you've got cube view controls, which is this.
This motherfucker sound like he don't really know how. I mean, this guy in the
Active view.
tutorial
So basically
don't
you'll
sound
recommend
very
using stuff like
confident.
this,
Like,
which I don't particularly like. We'll leave it in the
like, dude, people be teaching me shit. Do you know how to use this thing?
cube view. I'll leave it the cube view default way. Show floor. So obviously if you get rid of it, the floor goes away. So I would
I gotta go
recommend
back
leaving
to
it
that. I gotta
on.
see that. I got it. My kitty cat's in the way.
Show center axis. So that's like the middle of the actual scene. Doesn't really
Kitty,
I don't really use. Show aspect frame.
go back to
So
that.
this
Where's
is
that
the
at now?
actual frame to view. So basically your view is docked like this, which I don't particularly like. We'll leave it in the cube view. We'll leave it the cube view default way. Show floor. So obviously if you get rid of it, the floor goes away. So I would recommend using that.
What the hell is that, yo? Oh, does that mean this that the floor won't be there in your render? Okay, it will be. Oh boy, Jesus.
On show center axis. So that's like the middle of the actual scene. Doesn't really I don't really use. Show aspect frame. So this is the actual frame of your. So when you if you were going to create the actual image or render, you're going to render your image. This is the actual bit where the rendering will take place. Anything outside of this would not be rendered. It will not be created. Off. So thirds guide. So thirds guide is something you would use when you are framing your scene, framing your character, which I'll explain in more detail when we actually create our character later on in this tutorial. Sorry, create our camera later on in this tutorial. So pose tool. So if I say, for example, clicked on I don't know, the arm here, you can see the pose tool is here, and you can move your that particular part of your character, which I won't do now. So we leave that normally. Hide camera cube. So that will just cube. Then you've got the auto hide and auto hide and auto control. We'll leave those. We'll leave everything as it is. This is not really needed. Okay, so
All right, that's right.
I think I've bored you enough. Sorry, I'm gonna have to bore you a little bit more. So over here we've got the scene tab, which is probably the second most important part of the user interface. So here we've got Genesis 8 female.
Mmm. Mmm. Ha.
actually when you select it, it will turn orange, and then you would obviously have this framing around it. So if you go through the tools here very quickly, you've got the visibility option. So if I click on this, we'll turn it off, and your character hides basically. I'll explain why the hair and the clothes haven't disappeared. You'll see why in a bit. So if I put that back on. The next bit is the selection tool. So what this does is when I move my mouse over the character, you see like it highlights certain parts of the body. So what we can do is, for example, when you have a scene, or if you're very close up to a character and you're trying to frame, say for example the face, frame the face, and when you're trying to do certain things, it's kind of distracting sometimes. So what you would normally do is you would click on that selection tool, and now when I move my mouse around the, say for example the head is, because the head is not saying you don't select the head. When I move my mouse, it doesn't select the head, so sometimes it is a bit distracting. So you can always turn that off. So I've gone a bit ahead of myself actually. Okay, so when I click on this tool here, it will collapse all the items associated with our Genesis 8 female. So here you can see you've got hip, which I'll explain in a bit. You've got the eyelashes, you've got the bra, you've got the panties, and use hair. So remember when I got rid of the actual body, the items were still there. Here you can see if I click on these now, they will disappear. Okay. Here you've got hip. So if I click on hip, it shows you, it kind of drop down menu of everything associated with the different kind of bones associated with that character. So if I click on pelvis, you'll see framing is now around the pelvis. You can literally go through here and kind of navigate your way through. It's not the best way. If you wanted to, for example, just get straight to say this shin here, this area here, you just click on it and it will automatically take you to that part of the bone part of that character's character's anatomy. Sorry. Okay, if we just right, I think I've bored you enough. So let's get cracking with the actual with our scene. So let's add our backdrop. So if we go to to add a backdrop, because we've got our character selected, there's no actual backdrop here or environment section. Just say environment, there isn't there. So if I click off that and go back here, you'll see environments. Okay, click on environments, and I think the one you will have is pelvis. You'll see.
Yes, honey.
Framing is now around the right. To add a backdrop, because we've got our character selected, there's no actual backdrop here or environment section. Just say environment, there isn't there. So if I click off that and go back here, you'll see environments. Okay, click on environments, and I think the one you will have is this one here, Secret Garden, Shaded Haven. Double click that, then we're going to add our pergola. Double click. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now is just going preview just to see what it looks like. Waiting our render. I'm sure you're watching this and you probably noticed the mistake already. This bit here, if you have a look, the feet are in the ground. We will fix that. I'll show you to fix that. But sometimes when you do add an environment, your character will probably like use some part of an anatomy. It's just the way it is sometimes. It's just the way Dash Studio works sometimes, but we can fix that very easily. So as you can see here, look, I'm moving my mouse around and it's all yellow and that's quite distracting. So if I click on Pergola and I click on this bit to deselect everything, when I move my mouse it won't select everything. Now you're probably wondering, why is it white? Why is the background white? Well, the reason why it's white is because Dash Studio hasn't loaded any textures or any materials associated with this pergola. So if we go to the material section here, click on that, you can see all the different materials associated with that actual environment. Now to make it easy, you double click this full pergola matte, it will automatically add all the associated materials, all the associated props associated with that environment, and we won't have to do anything. And now it will start rendering, start creating a preview, very soon I hope. There we go. Okay, and there we go. Now obviously her feet are still stuck and we're going to fix that now. So what I like to do is always come out of NVIDIA IRA and always go to texture shade, because I don't want to slow anything down. Sometimes when you start moving your character, it's a bit slow and a bit jerky, and I don't like that. We go back to video. But make sure I click on my character, because I want to change the settings on my character, so make sure that's highlighted. And if I go to parameters, and you can see we've got here transforms. So these are the different ways you can move your character around in the scene. So if for example I wanted to move my character on the x-axis, keep my left mouse button pressed. If I move to the right, my character moves to the right. If I move to the left, my character moves. Reset that. So I want my character to move up, which is Y translate, and I want a positive number. I want it to move up. Up is positive. So I right click and I move, left click button and move my mouse to the right. Now you don't want to move your character all the way up like this, like she's floating, because that's a bit strange. It's not very realistic. So what you want to do is you want to have your character just slightly above there, so it's kind of like touching on the ground, so it looks a bit more realistic. Okay, and we'll let go of that. So now our character's feet are visible, which is great. Okay, so one thing I forgot to do was to do the actual morphing, but we can do that now, it's not a problem. So morphing is just a fancy way of saying I want to change the shape of my character. I want to maybe make my character bigger, smaller, make them look more athletic, muscular, make them maybe look a bit overweight, whatever you choose to do. So to do this, we have to make sure our character is selected, which it is. We go to shaping tab, click on that, and we go to actor. And then you'll see these options here in your free version. You'll see body. A character bigger, smaller, make them look more athletic, So now our character's feet are visible, which is great. Okay, so one thing I forgot to do was to do the actual morphing, but we can do that now, it's not a problem. So morphing is just a fancy way of saying I want to change the shape of my character. I want to maybe make my character bigger, smaller, make them look more athletic, muscular, make them maybe look a bit overweight, whatever you choose to do. So to do this, we have to make sure our character is selected, which it is. We go to shaping tab, the shaping tab, click on that, and we go to actor, and then you'll see these options here in your free version. You'll see bodybuilder, bodybuilder details, and bodybuilder size. So what I normally do is push that setting all the way up, and you can see that she's got like abs, some slight muscular definition. And these ones, you can see when I move all the way up, she gets bigger, bigger size, bigger muscles. That's up to you what you want to choose. I normally leave it pretty low. And you got bodybuilder here, which is kind of gives you more kind of like a bodybuilder aesthetic look. I normally leave that. Okay, so we've done our morphing. That's quite straightforward. Obviously, I will dig into morphing a bit more when we do other tutorial videos, but for this basic thing, it's fine. Right, the next thing we're going to do is to add a pose. So at the moment, this builder, bodybuilder. see that she's got like abs and some like muscular definition, and these ones bigger, bigger size, bigger muscles. That's up to you what you want to choose. I normally leave it pretty low. And you got bodybuilder here, which is kind of gives you more kind of like a bodybuilder aesthetic look. I normally leave that pretty. Okay, so we've done our morphing. That's quite straightforward. Obviously, I will dig into morphing a bit more when we do other tutorial videos, but for this basic thing, it's fine. Right, the next thing we're going to do is to add a pose. So at the moment, this is kind of boring. Normal kind of zero pose is kind of boring. So what we're going to do is go back here and then go back to poses. And as you can see, I've got all poses here. So ignore all these. You don't get all of these. Genesis 8 start essential poses, and here we go. So these are all the kind of like poses, the preset poses that come with the actual free version of DAZ Studio. So these poses are some of that have been created, and you just double click and then your character will automatically go into that pose. So the one we want is this one here, base pose kneeling A. Double click that and you can see our character automatically goes into pose. Into poses, and as you can see, I've got all poses here, so ignore all these, you don't get all these. Genesis 8 starter essential poses, and here we go. So these are all the kind of like poses, the preset poses that come with the actual free version of DAZ Studio. So these poses are some of that have been created, and you just double click and then your character will automatically go into that pose. So the one we want is this one here, base pose kneeling A. Double click that and you can see our character automatically goes into pose. And character's in that pose, great. Just going to zoom in and check back. So always, a quick tip is to, when you always do a pose, just check to make sure everything is okay. Sometimes some poses will kind of change the way, will change maybe too much and it doesn't look very natural, and you will have to actually automatically change. You would have to actually change. For example, you know, you may not like the arm, where the arm is. You might have to change that and kind of adjust the pose to taste your suit your taste. Sorry. Okay, so we zoom out. That looks good to me. And what I'm going to do now is I want my character to kind of move here, because obviously when we're adding our our lights in, I want to get a bit more lighting. So I'm going to move my character forward. I'll make sure it's selected, and that would be the Z translate. So to move my character towards the screen, I would have to use a positive number. So left click, hold the move it to the right. My character will move. So I want to move my character around about here is fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hand tool. Okay. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is actually move the head. I don't like head is kind of looking away. So I'm going to click on head character, and you can see now, look, the head is selected, and now I can move actual specific parts of my head. So I can bend the head. So that was basically move the head up and down. So positive number, move it down. Negative number, move it up. I can twist the head. So obviously negative number, move it to the left, and positive number, move it to the right, or to the left as possible. So, okay. And then obviously you can move it side to side. So positive number left, negative number. So it's up to you how you want to choose, how much you want to choose your head. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you how you want to change the default pose. I think that looks pretty good. Let's do a quick render. Click here, video array. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so there's our render. Looks pretty good. And remember, the reason why it hasn't rendered everything is because the aspect frame. There we go. So you can see the aspect frame. Nothing outside of this frame will get rendered. It's just whatever's inside this frame. It's like that. Right, that looks good. Back to shading. Okay, so what we're going to do now is save this, because we're coming to the end of this tutorial of part 1. So file, save, and then I want to save it as 2.1. Actually, we'll save it as part 1. Save, and that's our scene saved. Okay, excellent. So I always recommend regularly always save your work, because DAZ Studio sometimes does crash. It's very rare, but it does crash. I've had it happen where it's crashed and I've lost all my scene and everything, and I've had to start all over again, which is really annoying. Which is very annoying indeed, as you can imagine, when you've got loads of props and characters in your scene. Right, I hope you enjoyed this part 1 of this tutorial. What I recommend is you create a new scene. You can do that by going File, New, and then add the male Genesis 8 male character, add another backdrop, have a go at morphing that character, changing the shape, have a go at changing the pose, so add a default pose, and then have a go at moving the different body parts or to the different body parts, and really have a go at just experimenting while part two gets ready. And in part two, what we'll be looking at in part two is we'll be adding our own camera, so we'll be actually framing our scene. We will be obviously adding our lights to enhance the scene, and we will be obviously rendering our scene, so actually creating the finished image where you can see what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and look forward to seeing you in part two.
Hmm. That's that's love.
everyone and welcome to Daz Studios Beginner's Guide Part 2. In this video we will be framing our scene with a camera and using the 3-point lighting method to light our scene, and I will also go over the render settings. Let's get started. So here we are in Daz Studio and let's continue with our scene. So first thing I need to do is load my scene. So I need to go to File here and click on Open and find Part 1. I think we saved it as. There's Part 1 and click on Open. And Dash Studio will load the scene. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, there we are, great. So the first thing we're going to do is actually frame our scene with our camera. So currently we're in the perspective view and my actual camera frame is this here, this outline here, which is a 16:9 ratio. And you can change this quite easily. If you go to render settings here and go to general, click on general, and then where it says here dimension preset global, if I click on the drop down menu here, you can choose what you want to your framing. So for example, I think normally the default is set to active viewport here, and go to general, click on general, our scene. So first thing I need to do is load my scene. So I need to go to File here and click on Open and find Part 1. I think we saved it as. There's Part 1 and click on Open. And Dash Studio will load the scene. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, there we are, great. So the first thing we're going to do is actually frame our scene with our camera. So currently we're in the perspective view and my actual camera frame is this here, this outline here, which is a 16:9 ratio. And you can change this quite easily. If you go to render settings here and go to general, click on general, and then where it says here dimension preset global, if I click on the drop down menu here, you can choose what you want to your framing. So for example, I think normally the default is set to active viewport. So basically the whole active viewport window is your frame, and anything in this will be the camera, will be your camera. I generally set it to quad HD because that's how I do my images, which is a 16:9 ratio. So you can choose what you wish to choose. If you want to choose active viewport, that's fine. If you want to choose something else, that's fine as well. I will go with quad HD because that's what I generally use. Okay, so now that we've got that sorted, what we need to do next is add our thirds guide. So we click on the option here and make sure show thirds guide is on, and then you'll see these yellow lines, and it's all divided into 9 sections. So thirds guide is a popular photography use where you you would use the thirds guide to balance your images and compositions. So it creates a more balanced composition, more balanced scene, and it's more pleasing to the eye. So now that we've got that on, we'll use the tools here to move our perspective view camera into the position we would like our actual camera to be. So I'll use the pan tool, just the pan here. So our thirds guide, what we need to do is kind of, because we are focused on this figure here, we want to split the figure into thirds. So we want to have an even spread of kind of the middle of the body here, the legs, and the head here. So that may mean you have to zoom out a bit so you can get the figure into view. Another tip is to actually have this model, this figure, on this corner here. So if we move across like so, just move it across there, and we're just trying to get it where it's kind of, we've got like a third of the body here at the top, the neck, the shoulders up. We've got the kind of middle section here, and then we've got the bottom section here. Another tip is generally when you're doing portraits like these or figure shots like this, you want to leave a bit of room at the top here where the head is, and at the bottom here it's not too bad, you don't need to leave a lot of room, it's just that it looks a lot better. So for example, if I moved it down like this, that to me looks kind of strange. It's not ideal. I mean, you could have something like that, but it's not ideal. So I'll just move that back up. There. Okay. So another tip is, if for example my character's head was looking like that to the right, actually I might do that, I might just leave it there. Looking at that to the right, you want to kind of leave this bit open. You want to, for example, guide the person looking at your image, saying, oh, they're looking over there, so there's something happening over there. So you leave, for example, you're kind of leading the person looking at your image that they're looking at something over there. So you wouldn't have something like, for example, like this. Just did this. Something like that, for example, because obviously she's looking over there, your figure's looking on that side, and you're showing this, which is not very good, because you want to lead the person. You're trying to tell a story. You're trying to create a story, some sort of, with your images. So what you need to do is think about how and what you want the person looking at your image. What kind of story are you trying to create? What kind of feelings are you trying to emote from your image? So I'll move that back again. Just going to get this fairly right. It doesn't have to be perfect. That looks decent to me. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got our camera set up in the perspective view. Now, obviously, we don't want our frame in the perspective view, because that when you save your scene and then load it up again, you'll lose your camera setting. So how do we get an actual physical camera? What we need to do is we need to go to Create at the top here. Click on Create, click on New Camera. And then, very important, I think you need to make sure that the Show Options button here, you click on that so you get more options. And then you want the second option, Copy Active View, Perspective View. And what this will do is when I press Accept, it will literally just place the camera exactly where the perspective view is. So click Accept. There you go. And Camera 1 will appear in the Scene tab. Click on Create, click on New Camera. Fairly right, it doesn't have to be perfect. That looks decent to me. Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
now we've got our
playthrough.
we've got
Let me get back to what I was doing.
our camera set up in the perspective view. Now, obviously, we don't want our frame in the perspective view, because that
How's
when
it
you
going, guy?
save your
You getting any good
scene
news, bro?
and then load it up again, you'll lose your camera
Right,
setting.
5 of
So
5.
how do we get
Did I
an
miss
actual
it?
physical camera? What we need to do is we need to go to Create at the top here. Click on Create. Click on New Camera.
Oh, that's fucking horrible, yo.
And then, very very important. I think you need to make sure that the show options
You
button here,
fought her so
you
many
click on
times,
that to
dude.
get more options, and then you want the second option, copy active view, perspective view. And what this will do is when I press accept, it will literally
Do
just
you have
place the
it? Do you
camera
have? Do you
exactly
know how
where
many
the
times you
perspective
fought it so
is. If I
far,
click
yeah?
accept,
Because I
there we
think
go.
you fight a let me see, you
Camera
fight
one will
a
appear in
few
the same
times a
tab.
day.
And if we go click on our views here and we click on camera,
Wow,
and there
bro.
it is. We're in camera
Well,
one, and there's the view, there's our
that's
camera. That's
according to
basically
most how most
yeah,
numbers is. That's not really.
and that's all to do with cameras, really. The kind of basic of framing
You
your
know, what I mean,
scene. Okay, so our scene is already
that don't
framed. The
sound.
camera is there. We
I
framed our
mean,
scene, and we've
shit is
put the camera
harsh,
where we
yo.
want to and how we want to portray our image. That's great. And now we're going to light our scene. And the lighting system we're going to use is the standard 3-point light setup, which is used in photography as well. So it's a setup that's
Ooh,
tried and trusted. So
wow,
let's
dude.
start. So let's do our 3-point light setup. So how do we create light?
That's wow. That's a lot of fighting Lilith, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down, man. I don't know how you. Wow. I mean, I know how you do it because you ain't got no choice. Hmm. And it's just again and again and again, and it's just ooh. Oh, come on with the phone. That should be the same idiot who's been calling me. Oh, let me see what this is. Yeah, so my aide calls out again tomorrow. She's so fucking useless, yo. I can't stand that chick, yo. I'm try. I gotta get rid of her, yo. In fact, I didn't lost track of what I was doing because that phone call that happened. Man, so he's gonna run more, yo. You are nuts, yo. What am I missing? I'm missing my wood kits. I'm still leveling off of those. So let's just go upstairs and get some 50s. What I would like to know is when do I stop leveling on 50s? Hmm. Do you know that play like okay, I'm level 50 right now and the next kit that they have are the 65s. So I think that's too high for me to try to make. So how long could I go making, using the 50 kits and still level? Mm-mm. That's a good fucking answer, yeah. Because you don't know. So I'll just buy them as I keep going. I mean, if the store is closed, then I just gotta wait. Yeah, yeah, the old school way. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I'm gonna have to do some of the old school way, but since the kits are like so easy to use, and that's what happens. They're really easy to use, and all I gotta do is do the last synth. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And I got a lot of other things I have to do on the side. You know what I'm saying, to get my game working. As you can tell, I'm doing this, trying to learn this other program, Daz Studio. Oh, I'm gonna have to chew on this Jersey Mike sub real quick too, yo. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take a bite, yo. That's right. What's his name? Told me to chew on this shit. Who was it, yo? I can't remember. I'm really. What do I want to put on? This one and this one. I gotta make macros for these and shit, yo. Yeah, I've been using them shits the whole thing. I've been using the kits all the fucking time, dude. The kits are they go through 1 through 50, and then the ones that are 50 to 75, you have to buy from from the other NPC, and they see that motherfucker over there in the corner has the other kits. Oh man, I didn't know either, dude. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, but then I saw somebody using one when I was crafting, and I was like, "What the fuck is this motherfucker doing, yo?" And I looked it up, and I said, "Oh, fuck this shit, yo." Can you see him in here? Ah, see right there. Oh, there's one of them. Oh shit, I lost it. Oh, I had it right there. Ah, woodworking kit 50. All right, should work out real well, yeah. Okay, let me I gotta make some more earth crystals, right? All right. My man Jersey Mike is calling me up right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know who Jersey Mike is, but I sure do. Okay, I know I can't sing very well. Where is Jersey Mike? Oh, here you are, Jersey Mike. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Oops. That synth. Oh shit. My Woody wore off. Okay. Now we need this little plate over here, and we talk to this old lady real quick. Yeah, Grandma, give me what you need. Give me what I need. Oops, I thought I accepted it already. Uh-huh. I think I could use it. Well, we'll see. Let's see. 'Yes, Candace. She be going for the sandwiches, yo. 52. We doing good. open. Okay. Three should be a should give us 55 at least. I'm gonna stand back by this motherfucker. Put my shit back on. Okay. Do a last synth and boom. Wow. That's good. Man, this Jersey Mike. Ooh, he is the man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Jersey Mike show. Woo. That's a DoorDash. That is okay. Oh, yeah, this place right here. Woo. Man, there's some subs, man. Mm. God damn it, again, right? Again, right? I was talking all that fucking time and the fucking mic wasn't on, right? That's why I need to get those new headphones tomorrow, okay? Anyway, Jersey Mike told me that's the shit, dog. Woo! Oh God, yo. Okay. I was over here telling you, yo, this Jersey Mike shit, yo, man, that Jersey Mike, yo. Woo, that shit had me fucking cool. All right, I'm so upset. Like it's gone. It's like no, I need more, dude. No, okay. Yo, yo, free advertisement, okay. So I was like, woo, I needed that, brother. That's weird. You're more fucking useless ass area. She done. She can't make 3 day a 3 day week, yo. She she be drinking too much of that rock tequila and shit, yo, and fucking dudes raw. That's why she be fucking, calling out every all the fucking time, yo. And she be talking about, oh, you gotta tell dudes to stop letting, stop coming in chicks. Like, you gotta stop letting dudes come in you. How about that? Okay? See, Nightbot can't ban me because that's my channel, so I can say anything I want. Your guys might get banned for saying some shit like that by Nightbot, but whatever. Yo, I can't. Yo, you ain't lying. Yo, them New York chicks, yo, you ain't lying, homie. Okay. And then they be like, I'm not a hoe, but I'm like, hold up, how many dudes you let come in you in like the last 3 or 4 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, come in you. Like, I know. I'm looking at it the wrong way. Somehow, it's me. And they be and how they talk about that dudes. They be like, yo, man, I'm getting some dick today. And they're like the dude is like, yeah, I thought that the dude was raw, yo. They just don't give a fuck, yo. So yeah, I can't, yo. This is just bad, I mean, I know some dudes that is just as gross, yo. It's just, oh. And what I don't understand is, okay, dude, why you complimenting these chicks like that, yo? Like, do you know, like, dude, like, okay, you out of your mind, yo. Okay, you just can't bust a load in any old hole that opens up for you. Yeah, Tupac is alive, dog. I was with him on the, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, I moved. Pink cookies with no plastic bags. No plastic bags, Mo. You know what I'm saying? That's how dudes do it, yo. No plastic bags. You know what I'm saying? Pink cookies with no plastic bags. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's talk about the game instead, right? Okay.
Can you say that again? DJs in the beginning did not have headphones.
No, I didn't have them. I didn't care. I was when I wanted to hear this music come out of this thing like that.
You put- No, just tell her, no, honey, no plastic bag. What's good? You know what I'm saying? You want to come to my Mog house? Okay, I give it to you Shiva style. Okay, let her know I do more than 2 damage. Okay, I ain't like them other brothers, that you've been with that they can only give you 2 damage and then it's all over with. All right, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Don't listen to Winston. I don't know what the fuck you this motherfucker talk about. Yeah, she know better than that. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Yes, Candace. Did I hear a meow? Did I hear another meow? Stop walking on the laptop, honey. Okay. Don't press something that you're not supposed to be pressing, baby. Like that button. Yes. Okay, honey. NAO. We're gonna have to. Man, I'm still dwelling on that Jersey Mike. Yo, that shit is crazy, dog. I used to go to Subways. And I used to think that, oh, Subway's is the shit. Yo, that dude Jersey Mike, he just like, takes the L dump on Subways, yo. Like, dude, please, yo. That ain't a sub, yo. Like, with the Dundee? That's not a knife. This is a knife. Candace, where you go, honey? You want to sit here and watch me, do stuff? Okay, let's see here. Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike.
So we go to here,
Okay, but I didn't figure out what I didn't get is
the actual physical camera. What we need to do is we need to go to create at the top here. Click on create, click on new camera,
oh,
and then very important, I think you need to make sure that the show options button here, you click on that so you get more options,
mm-hmm.
and then you want the second option, copy active view perspective view. And what this will do is when I press accept, it will literally just place the camera exactly where the perspective view is. So if I click accept, there we
Right.
go,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and camera 1 will appear in the scene tab. And if we go click on our views here and we click on camera, here it is now, and there it is. We're in camera 1.
Oh shit, yo, dudes ain't lying. Camera, and it's gonna look like that one. Boom, boom. Right, come on, Moo. That's what we're talking about. Oh shit, yo, look at that Moo. Okay. Uh huh, honey. You said meow already. I don't know if you realized that, but you did mention meow already. You did mention that. Meow, honey. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes, honey. I get it. I understand. Okay.
And there's our camera. It's set perfectly. Okay, and that's all to do with cameras really. The kind of basic of framing your scene. Okay, so our scene is already framed. our camera is there. We framed our scene, and we've put the camera where we want to
Oh!
and how we want to portray our image.
God damn
That's
it,
great.
cat.
And now we're going to light our scene. And the lighting system we're going to use is the standard 3-point light setup, which is used in photography as well. So it's a setup that's tried and trusted. So let's start. So let's do our 3-point light setup. So how do we create lights? So we go to here at the top, create, click on create, and you've got different lights here. You've got distant light, spotlight, point light.
Candace. You kidding me here, kitty. You know that, right? You killing daddy here. What you gonna do? Candace, just sit down. I don't got 20 years to have you walking around figuring out where to sit. Okay? Sit your black behind down. Oh wow, this juice is crazy. This is power juice right here. We got apples, lemon, broccoli. Um, what else is in here? Aloe vera, a few other things. Candace, you was being a real baby right now. You know that, right? You give me that look like I'm just a baby. Candace, I'm not gonna fall for that.
Linear, point light. Um, I will go through these other options: linear, point light, and distant light in another tutorial. But for now, we will be using the spotlight. So if we click on spotlight and give it a name, and since we're using our 3-point light setup, we will be calling this the key light, which is our main light, and click accept. And what you'll see is that everything goes dark. Now the reason why everything goes dark.
Ah, interesting. I'm like, dude,
want to and how we want to portray our image. That's great. And now we're going to light our scene. And the lighting system we're going to use is the standard 3-point light setup, which is used in photography as well. So it's a setup that's tried and trusted. So let's start. So let's do our 3-point light setup. So how do we create lights? So we go to here at the top, create, click on create, and you've got different lights here. You've got distant light, spotlight, point light, linear point light. I will go through these other options, linear point light, and distant light in another tutorial, but for now we will be using the spotlights. So if we click on spotlight and give it a name, and since we're using our 3-point light setup, we will be calling this the key light, which is our main light, and click accept. And what you'll see is that everything goes dark. Now the reason why everything goes dark is because since we've added a spotlight, Dash Studio knows that we've added a spotlight and automatically turns off the headlamp of the camera that we're using. So we're in camera 1 view, and the headlamp on that camera has been automatically turned off. So the first thing I'm going to do is it's quite difficult to see what we're doing with this. We'll click on our perspective view and we'll choose our key light. So this is the view of our key light. So every time you add a spotlight or any sort of light, it's always on the 0 axis. So it will be on the 0 Z axis, 0 Y axis, 0 X axis. So it's basically always at the bottom of your image. So we can obviously use these orbit tools, pan tools, and zoom tools to place our light in the correct position. So I'm going to pan up, and then I'm going to zoom out using my mouse wheel. Now, I definitely recommend you download my free camera 1 view, and the headlamp on that camera has been automatically turned off. So the first thing I'm going to do is it's quite difficult to see what we're doing with this. We'll click on our perspective view and we'll choose our key light. So this is the view of our key light. So every time you add a spotlight or any sort of light, it's always on the 0 axis. So it will be on the 0 Z axis, 0 Y axis, 0 X axis. So it's basically always at the bottom of your image.
I don't
So
get
we
it.
can obviously use these orbit tools, pan tools, and zoom tools to place our light in the correct position. So I'm going to pan up, and then I'm going to zoom out using my mouse wheel. Now,
Oh shit.
I definitely recommend you download my free DAS lighting tips and trick guide, which the link is available in the description box, and that will give you more insight into the different lighting methods you can use to light your scenes. So I definitely recommend that, because obviously when you're starting something like this, you need some sort of reference point, and I believe that guide is a very good reference point. Right, so what am I trying to do here? So here's my fill light, my key light, and what I'm trying to do here is mimic natural light. So where does natural light come from? Natural light comes from the sun, and where is the sun? The sun is in the sky. So I want my light to be coming from an angle. It doesn't really matter what angle the light comes at, as long as it's coming from an angle at the top, like for example like the sun. It doesn't have to be exactly, for example, say 45 degrees or 30 degrees. As long as it's coming from an angle from above, that's fine. So I will just position this a bit higher up and use my orbit tool to kind of point at my figure. Right. And that looks okay to me. I might zoom out a bit actually, because I want a bit more
Damn it, cat.
the figure. Right, that looks fine. Okay, so that's our key light done. So let's add our fill light. So create, new spotlight, call it fill light, click accept. So there it is, you can see it there. So we need to choose here, remember from our view, here and then choose fillet. And again, remember, like I said, it's on the 0 axis. That's the way it always is, like the default setup. So we need to zoom up, pan up, sorry. We need to zoom out. And I want to move this to the right of the key light. So my key light is over there. So I want to move it a bit higher up and point it here. I want to move across a bit more actually. I don't want to be, I don't want to put my
Hmm. Mm. Well. When do I not have a lot on my mind? Okay. Moving things from A to B. I get busy,
light directly in sight, in the direct sight line of the actual figure. You want to move it across, because you want to, what you're trying to do essentially with the lighting is to create definition in
Suck
the
my dick.
is to create definition on your figure. So is to basically get the features of your figure to appear using the
Your
lights.
ass.
For example, if we just use one light that was directly straight at, so if we had, for example, we had one light that was directly straight at our figure like this, you wouldn't see these shadows here and these definitions and these features of our figure. It would look like a plain image, and we don't want that. So that's why we use 3-point lighting in this case. Obviously, if you were doing some other sort of scene, you probably wouldn't use 3-point lighting. You would probably use the other methods in my Dash tutorial, Dash Studio tutorial or tips and trick guide, lighting tips and trick guide. So you would probably use something like that, or you would just probably use maybe one light if you were doing something else. So it all depends on what you're trying to portray. Generally, you would use a 3-point lighting setup to do images like this. Okay, so I think that's all set up. And our last thing is we need a backlight. So again, create new spotlight, backlight, accept. Go to our view menu and camera view menu and go to backlight. Okay, same thing. Pan up. But this time we're going to come from the back because we want to create separation from the back, this background here, and our figure, our subject. We want to create separation. Okay, so what we're trying to do now is we are obviously trying to get as high as we can. Not too high because obviously it's the building, and if we go too high, we will just kind of lose our figure there. So I'm going to go down a bit. Just slightly, there we go, just enough to clear that bit there. And what I'm trying to do is point it opposite the fill light. So normally your backlight would be placed opposite the fill light. Okay, so that looks good. So if we do a quick render, so we go to our camera, we do NVIDIA Array, view our render. So this is just a quick preview just to see what it looks like. I will, after this is previewed, I'll go into more of the settings because obviously at the moment the light that's being created is very harsh light, and we don't want harsh light, we want soft light. And I'll show you how to do the soft light as soon as this render is done. This is a preview. Obviously we got lights now, so we got 3 lights, so the time it takes to render will take, do a preview render will take a bit longer. Even when you finally do the render, it will take a bit longer to do. So there's a preview of our image. It looks okay, but we can certainly do a lot better by changing the settings of the lights. So let's go and do that now. So let's go back to our texture shaded draw style, and let's start with the key light. So let's go to and so in our scene tab, I want to click the key light so I can see my key light settings. And then over here, when I go down into the parameters tab, I've got all the settings for my key light because that's what I've highlighted here, and I want to click on light. So for every light, you have all these settings: illumination on, which is quite
Candace, what you doing, honey? Where you going, honey?
The color of the light, the intensity, so how bright you really want it. Photometric mode, that's always on. Spread angle, so how much you want the
damn. Mm, mm. Thank you, Moo. Okay. This is not what we want, though. We keep forgetting that we need to find something. All right. Okay. We definitely making a lot of those. Damn, I'm fucking hours to be made so far. Okay. Okay. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Right, last synth. Okay. Now, what are we looking for? Look at the blueprint. Oh, I didn't have it. Information, huh? Not good. Oh, might be under stages. Let's see. Hmm. City of Compton. Mhm. Alright, we were looking for here. This thing. Oh, well, go fuck your mother, yo. Shit. What are you still doing here? I thought I told you to go fuck your mother. Oh, that was funny, yo. Hmm. So where am I gonna find that at? We're just gonna have to open up some other ones and go digging. Where's the goddamn mouse? Thank you. Let's try Metroidvania Master. No, let's try Unity Metroid 2. Bum bum bum. Man, these kids make fucking synth leveling easy, yo. You just gotta fucking have the time and shit, yo. Remember in the old days, people used to get resources and shit and go by guides and all that? I mean, people still do that, yo, but shit, yo. This Mega Man Maker shit is cool as hell to watch, yo. Think this is the one. Okay, yeah, sure is. Yeah.
Do you want to go one on one with the great one to my son? Every creation that I make is a dedication upon my foes' faces. Goes by urination, and these are the dangers of low expectations. You get what you expect. It's like an invitation for demons to constrict your set. An invasion. Now you chasing what you
Mhm.
should not be chasing. You don't even want what you chasing, but you chasing it while being chased through the choices we're making and
Okay,
consequences.
got it.
Life could be devastating. At the end of the day, your life ain't changing no matter what you change. You in the same situation. It's like every boyfriend was just an indication though, running away with you.
I gotta pause that for a second so I can read this. Wall layer, turning point. What is that, yo? That's a part of. That's got to be a game. Huh. Turning point is a game object. And so in here, it asks you for where your turning point is. And from right, I'm not going to be able to see my turning point, but it's right there. Ding! Oh, what do you know, baby slice? Fuck the. Okay.
All but never escaping. We remain stagnant while the world keeps pacing. And these are the dangers of no expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure did,
These
yeah.
are the dangers of low expectations while you're losing and watching others gain, which makes you feel cursed. You start explaining. Maybe I wasn't meant to have or do great things. Next thing you know, we co-start claiming this is who I am. I've accepted I can't win. Your expectations lead to wrong risk taking.
Go
What
back
if
to the
this
script.
was a procrastination? These are the dangers of procrastination. Opportunities wasted. So now your payment must increase as I face
So
the
what?
fate when everything that I do is last minute or late. These are the dangers of time wasted. We just get older. There are no do-overs. It's time to pay the piper who have been patiently waiting. There's nothing more dangerous than isolation mixed with resentment. This mixture changed me from a nice guy to running up his work, guns blazing,
Stun,
disappointments based on
stunnable.
unmet expectation. Excuses pacify the failure. Never
Oh,
embrace it, fake it. So it's God that we put our faith in, waiting for the
oh,
great day of manifestation. When you accept less, all you get is death. And these are the dangers of no expectations.
oh shit. Anytime you don't go in, you start making excuses. Mm, around a nasty situation. Fuck it.
Do you want to go one on one with the great one to my son. Every creation that I make is a dedication upon my foes' faces. Goes my urination, and these are the dangers of low expectations. You get what you expect. It's like an invitation for demons to contract your descent and invasion. Now you chasing what you should not be chasing. You don't even want what you chasing, but you chasing while being chased through the choices we're making. The consequences can often be devastating. At the end of the day, your life ain't changing no matter what you change. You in the same situation. It's like every boyfriend was just another Jason, though, running away with your all but never escaping. You remain stagnant while the world keeps pacing. And these are the dangers of low expectations.
Mm-hmm. What you think you can't change.
These are the dangers of low expectations while you're losing and watching others gain, which makes you think it's cursed. You start explaining
Maybe I
life
wasn't
to
to
me
have a
is a
Duke.
great day.
Let's look at some of the
It's
other
like
scripts on the
every
other
day
mobs
is
in this
just
game.
who I am. I've accepted
Where the fuck
this
is
is
it?
the way. Your
Oh,
expectations lead
I
to wrong
passed it.
risk taking, often lead to some form of procrastination. These are the dangers of
Oh, fuck
procrastination,
me.
opportunities wasted. So now your payment must increase as I face the fate with everything that I do is last minute late. These are the
Wow.
dangers of time wasted. You just get older. There are no do-overs. It's time to pay the piper who have been patiently waiting. There's nothing more dangerous than isolation mixed with resentment. This mixture can change me from a nice guy to running up in work, guns blazing, disappointments based on unmet expectations, excuses pacify the failure that we're embracing, faking. So it's God that we put our faith and wait for the great day of manifestation. When you accept less, all you get is death. And these are the dangers of no expectations.
Okay. Huh. Because daily I wake up in the same fucking place. And if you're careful, you start to believe this is what life is. Anytime you don't go in, all right. What other mobs are there? All right, come on, find me some mobs, yo. So we go to our prefabs folder, right? All right, let's take a look at this thing. Target control. Uh, Interesting. We on a war tour with Muhammad, my man, going each and every place with the mic in our hands. We on a war tour with Muhammad, my man. Let's see if these things detect you. The hell do we do now? Didn't even work. Got an idea, yo.
On Valentine's Day, a lot of people are lonely. The married and the single, they are both lonely.
Hmm.
For veterans, Labor and Memorial Day. So now let's move on to Mama and Papa Day. A summer bitter, others celebrate. It depends on your relationship and your mental state. Did they beat you down or did they elevate? Decades later, the words they said
The
still
transporter
resonate.
didn't
Pushing
work.
buttons wanted to penetrate. He waits for second floor, holding his 38. Was said it came down to shipping gifts, moving with haste. So the French baked cookies they left with on a plate as bait. When he went to take a taste, he got a 38 cock back and waved in his face. He said, "Remember me, Santa? I met you when I was 8. I said, your nappy Jimmy got harder than steel gates." He said you wanted to take me on a date. On every Christmas Eve for you, I would wait. In the North Pole, all the elves getting raped. Mrs. Claus getting none, so she got a masturbate. Shot Santa in the head, and he's dead. Then he flared away on his sled. I'm out. You know how the story go. Rudolph the reindeer led. Can we talk about Jesus instead? The Emperor Constantine, the Council of Nicaea. Catholic Church heralds the New World Order. Let's celebrate the birthday of all these gods and call it Christmas. She lied to her daughter and said it was me, not Santa, who bought you these gifts. Now, I ain't even gonna talk about, Juneteenth. You make promises on New Year's Day and break them less than a week. And the point of this rhyme that I'm trying to say, is real simple. Happy holidays, y'all. This rhyme is dedicated to my son. Who is what? Who is more beautiful and radiant than the sun? And more warm than the sun. Thank you. I love you, son. Yo, anybody listening to this joint? We got more coming. The new era has begun. David Lynn says, aka Tornado. Shout out to my brother Lindo, my mama, my man Carl, my brother Silver, my girl Tanya. Peace.
Hmm.
Spoke too much. Anyway, peace. Happy holidays.
Come on. The underground.
The tornado is broadcasted from the underground. The music that I'm making straight for the underground. Put me to the test next 6 feet underground. I'ma do this until I'm 6 feet underground. Let's go. Fuck the mainstream, I'm all about the underground. Everything I do, I distribute through the underground. My done used to sell some guns through the underground. But shit that I've done
Yeah, we're gonna try this for a little while. This is some interesting shit that I'm reading here on these scripts, yo. For each transformed child and transform, the corresponding animator will correspond. For all children, I don't know what that means. In the game object, you get the component, which is for all children, the script we're on. Alright, what's the name of this thing, yo? Okay. Player state. That's what I'm looking for. Got it. So player state is what that is, alright? Yeah, ain't nothing happening with this, yo. So we're gonna do a few more, and then I don't know. We'll do the 65. We'll try to do 65. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay, I got it. Hmm.
Pink cookies with the plastic bags.
Do I
Being
just take
crushed
the
by
whole
buildings.
thing, yo,
Pink
and
cookies
stick
with
it
the
in, yo?
plastic bag. Being crushed by buildings. Pink cookies with no plastic bags. Being crushed by buildings. Pink cookies with no plastic bags. And it goes a little something like this. Take 30 literatures and put them in a class, 30 in the seed, and make that verse. They last. Find 30 producers and give them the same rap. Hip hop is dead. Everything is just trash. Because not as many people for nearly everyone. I'm alone at home on his own, holding the craft. Life is too short to be wasting time. You see, I'm big, he not small, tall like a giraffe. You always have me on Cypress Hill Ave, smoking Big L. My cold count your cat. First I knocked on the door while those in power nap. I was given a few stacks in a brown paper bag. Then I kick in the door and take a seat. The locks were broken. No more talking all that jazz. Everything was cool more deep before I came in. Now it's time for a change because all things must pass. Don't believe the hype. One day you're gonna have to pay for what you did. I know that I have. I was banging on the door to enforce some deeds that I had. Did let me in and why I don't understand. I'll never stop saying thank you to my son. With a past like mine, I'm so honored to be your dad. Dick Rich is a boy remix has new meaning when that King Kyle grip my finger in his hand. Now I'm on the quest for a tribe or a band that colliders. For the dead can dance. UNIT while at that Queen Latifah jam with a plan to give it all to my lad. So he can make his own business plan, but an own business speaking English and Spanish. See, hun, I'm strictly business. Never press know if I ruled the world, Lord Hill was still rap. The song is dedicated to a refugee that got HIV and is innocent and served years for that. The song is for the slaves and the children that get abused every day because they can't fight back. For all the pioneers, I'm going way back, feeding on the train, beatboxing, fat boys. Well, yeah, your video, music by DJ Red Alert, Money Mom, Mr. Magic. The reason why I bust the rhymes on the mic and do what I do, and do it how I like. I wanna make you feel like you never felt your life. Just wanna make it all right, so hold on tight. Let the rhythm be your guiding light. Please don't take this MC lightly. Just give me that microphone. I'ma show you the real meaning of the danger zone. Holmes, I've been in this game for years. It's made me an animal. Friends, how many of us have to? Is the question I'm asking you. Can you start looking like the stuff that's surrounding you? So run the MC away is what you may have to do. You better the Jay-Z train. I said, what's up with you? Can I stick my Big Daddy Kane raw up in you? When you look into the mirror, are you comfortable? Can you accept you see your reflection? It's cool. It's under one label, public enemy number one. The stress that I carry is like my Uzi, which weighs a ton. It ain't hard to tell how nasty nice I become. I'm the Grandmaster Ace who's afraid to do this when I was young. So break it down and check the production. Will Christ get the glory when it's all done? See, 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rap, so I told him a child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. Close her concubines at these times. Then you'll find money and power, what's really divine. Christianity is stood behind. You keep our minds focused is blind, and that truth is designed. You keep us alive, refused and confined. Mad like the mad rapper at Puff Daddy and his shine. I do ice cream in my vanilla, iced tea, salt and pepper on a burger with a slice of Swiss beats. I'm rough and tough but nice and smooth with my beats. The grand people who are beat rocky, so you never see my poetry is my even got an immortal technique. I'm a nigga with an attitude and a man of peace. I'm out of playing tricks on me. Let me speak fucking live, out tough and live with a last beat. Made big pun. 5 dogs, your master James Markey. All rest in peace like AC, I'm looking unique. When I DJ premiered, I was already a guru. The black samurai who's katana giving it to you. Wu-Tang Clan martial art style, like cannon, ride you fire-based projectile. I'm your Dr. Dre here to you. Your main source, my time is done, hun. I'm walking out the front door. Pink cookies with no plastic bags, being crushed by buildings. Pink cookies with no plastic bags, being crushed by buildings. Pink cookies with no plastic bags, being crushed by buildings. Pink cookies with no plastic bags. Pink cookies with no plastic bags, being crushed by buildings. Pink cookies with no plastic bags, being crushed by buildings.
Hmm. quite sure. I thought this motherfucker came back on. It sure didn't. All right. Well, I'm ready to fall asleep in class, so I'm gonna take a little pause. I'll see y'all